Hello, I'm Pastor Jeremy Combs, and we're going to pause for a proverb. Let's go. Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 9. A hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. We live in a day and age of rapid technology and communication. We can know in literally seconds what is happening on the other side of the world. There's great advantages with these opportunities, but there's also great danger. Here, the word hypocrite is used for the one and only time in the book of Proverbs. The word hypocrite means to soil, to be impious. When someone is doing wrong, they often attempt to cover their tracks with fraudulent living. And they go on the attack often as well with false lips. Someone's not living right will not have lips that speak the truth. That's just a fact. They'll care little for the truth, and they'll seek to destroy those who are doing what is right. What is the answer to these hypocrites and their lies who are wanting to soil your reputation? Well, knowledge will both save the just from ruin, and it will also help the soiled reputation. Whenever somebody comes to soil the reputation of someone else, deal in truth, and it will chase that hypocrite away. Verse number 10, when it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth. And when the wicked perish, there is shouting. As people cheer for sports teams, they often have two ways of celebrating. One is for their team when they win. They enjoy the satisfaction of seeing their team grow and accomplish all of their dreams. Others celebrate when their rival team loses. In essence, they begin to celebrate the defeat of their team that they really just never, ever want to see win. Life has a way of making us cheer on others, both in their success and defeats as well. When we see the goodness of the righteous, it maketh us rejoice. But then again, we also shout when the wicked perish. Now, why is that? Number one, there's a sense of justice in all of us. We love to see the rewarding of the righteous, and we love to see the condemning of the wicked. And sometimes in life, we get the opportunity to see that here and now, and there is a causable reason to rejoice on both sides. Although ultimately, we must always remember that this will inevitably happen in that day of judgment. Secondly, our lives are often affected by both. So when one is successful, it brings good to us. When the other is defeated, it can end sorrowing and suffering and just the evil that's lived out in their life. So it's a good reminder to all of us today, your life will bring joy to others one way or the other. Will it be because of the victories in your life, or will it because of your ultimate defeat? Let's look at one more. Verse 11, by the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. Have you ever watched a couple of kids building with Legos? Boy, those kids, they put their mind to it that they're going to build a car, they're going to build a house, and they sit down, and for sometimes it can be for hours, they are as happy as a lark, as they would say. And all of a sudden, one of the kids stops building, and they get this mischievous little smile on their face, and they look over at the other child who is building, and with a quick swipe of the hand or the kick of a foot, they send that poor kid's project flying across the room. And what had taken them maybe hours to build is now in seconds into 100 pieces. In life, we have the opportunity to build or destroy. Building takes in life a lot of time and effort, but the finished product is always worth the joy, brings joy and satisfaction. Cities and nations have been built largely through the blessings of the upright. We revere those who had an opportunity and who used their life to build. On the other hand, you think about all the time and all the sweat and effort. On the other hand, great works have been completely destroyed, and done so in very quick order by just simple words. It reminds us that words have great power. When they're used correctly, they can build and encourage the building of empires, but when used incorrectly, they're often like a wrecking ball, which can topple families, churches, yes, and even nations. And so make sure that you mind your words today.